Guys, welcome to World of Knowledge. Today we are going to discuss about our universe. Do you know what is universe? If you don't know, I will tell more about the universe in this video. The night sky has trillions and trillions of stars. Many of these are visible to the naked eye on a clear night. We can also see some of the planets that orbit our sun as well as the moon. All these objects are a part of our universe. However, they are in the only part of our universe. The stars and the planets that we can detect are only a tiny part of everything that's out there. The observable universe is a sphere that is a little over 90 billion light years in diameter. The rest of it is invisible to us because the originating light, post the Big Bang, haven't even reached us yet. Interestingly, for the first 380,000 years or even more, the universe was extremely hot for light to shine. Do you think how it will be hot in that time? We will discuss about the Big Bang, how the universe formed. The Big Bang is a theory widely accepted explanation for the extent of our universe. It states that the universe began as a singularity from a hot, dense state and rapidly expanded, not explored as the name suggests, over nearly 13.8 billion years to the state that we are in at present and continues to expand. This model was proposed by Russian mathematician Alexander Fermat and Belgian astronomer Georges Lemaitre during the 1920s. After the Big Bang, after the first seconds after the Big Bang, birth of subatomic particles. After 380,000 years later, electrons and nucleus combined into atoms. After 300 million years, stars and galaxies began to form. After 9 billion years, the formation of the solar system and the earth took place, and it converted into now, and we are here, the humans. And the universe will expand and expand. And I will tell some theories which scientists have suggested before the Big Bang. The question of what the beginning of the universe was like has been debated and pondered for over million. Today it is widely accepted that the universe began at some point. It hadn't always been this way. This brings us to an even more important question. What existed before the Big Bang? There are some theories. I will tell the theories. The theories are the supernatural theories. Many attribute the creation of the universe to a supernatural being that is a god or several gods. The universe was created by gods or several gods is this theory. Now I'll tell the second theory, the scientific perspective. The modern scientists mostly agree that the universe began around 14 billion years ago with the Big Bang. This is the second theory, and the third theory is the bigger picture. One of the most popular theories is that our universe is a child universe, that our universe broke away from a parent universe during the Big Bang. Is that correct? I don't know. Now I'll tell some more other theories. Oscillation model theory. This theory that the universe is a cycling process. The fifth theory is the steady state theory. This theory is now an absolute expanding universe model. It was proposed by an alternative to the Big Bang theory. In this theory, new matter is constantly created as the universe expands. Now I'll tell the sixth theory. Our universe is just one among the many universes that exist. According to this theory, the rapid expansion following the Big Bang never really stopped. The seventh theory suggested by the scientists is the Hawking-Turk theory. This theory coexists with the Big Bang. Rather than explaining the Big Bang itself, it tries to explain that the Big Bang needed an impetus. Now I will ask you a question. Will the universe end? There is no perfect answer. There are several theories that predict the end of the universe. However, if it will actually occur in uncertain, scientists have been researching this and have come up with three theories as to how our universe could come to an end. There are three schools of thought that consider the universe to be open, flat, or closed. Open universe. The first theory. Studies suggest that the universe will expand forever. The second theory is the flat universe. In these studies, the universe will consume all the energy from the Big Bang, and after it has consumed all the energy, thereby exhausting it, the universe will come to a stop. The third theory is the closed universe. Astronomers believe that a closed universe will reduce its space until it reaches its maximum size. The fourth theory is the Big Crunch. This is based on Einstein's theory of general relativity. This theory suggests that the universe expansion will stop at a certain point and it will begin to collapse into itself. The fifth theory is the multiverse. The multiverse theory states that there will no be real end to the universe. The sixth theory is the false vacuum. A false vacuum is a vacuum where the entropy is great but has not yet reached its maximum state. The seventh theory is the big bounce. This is a theorized scientific model related to the beginning of the known universe. Now we will discuss how is our universe today. Our universe is huge and includes those things that we can see and know about as well as those that we cannot see. The planets, stars and galaxies comprises only a small part of it. The part of the universe that we can see is called the observable universe. It is currently about 91 billion light years in diameter. The size of the entire universe is unknown and may be infinite. There are probably more than 100 billion galaxies in the observable universe. Currently, our universe is made up of the following elements. Energetic universe is the first element. There is a lot of energy in our universe. This energy might help explain the mysteries of its infiniteness. There are both positive and negative energies present. The second element of our universe is the star cluster. Star cluster. When the stars are born, they grow from large clouds of gas. As a result, they form in groups of clusters. After the remnant gas is heated and blown away, the stars come together due to gravity. The third element of our universe is the distant quasar. Quasars are extremely bright centers of distant galaxies powered by supermassive black holes at the center. The fourth element of our galaxy is the star birth. Stars are born when clouds of gases and dust collapse. Due to this, their density and temperature increases. The temperature and density are highest at the center of the cloud, where a new star eventually develops. The object that is formed at the center of a collapsing cloud and which later grows into a star is called protostar. The fifth element of our galaxy is the galaxy group. Of the universe is the galaxy group. Studies suggest that galaxies exist in groups. Galaxies are that are a part of such groups frequently interact and even merge together in a vibrant cosmic merging of interacting gravity. Now, the sixth element of our universe is the planets. Planets form one aspect of our universe. Our solar system has 8 planets along with their natural satellites. The 8 planets orbit the sun. Interestingly, evidence shows that there are several other planets in other galaxies. The seventh element of our galaxy is the small world. Besides the galaxy, stars, and planets, there also exist the objects that float around in space. This is known as the small world. The eighth feature of element of our galaxy is the unknown universe. Scientists suggest that our universe is composed as following: approximately 68% dark energy, 27% dark matter, and 5% normal matter. Now we have discussed about the 8 elements of our universe and discussed about what is our universe and how it will end and how it had begun. and I will tell today's fun fact. Today's fun fact is this: did you know that it is very rare for a meteoroid to strike a human being? It is more probable that it will fall into the ocean. This is today's fun fact. If you like this video, please subscribe, share, and press the like button. Thank you. I will come with more videos in this channel, World of Knowledge. Thank you.